everybody, it's Strange Hughes. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. As you can see, today is a retie day. It's interlock day. You can see me here assessing my hair. This is about 8 weeks of growth. I'm looking and just really examining how much work I have to do today. And I'm kind of feeling the fullness and the thickness, but it needs to be maintained. So here I am just getting ready, gearing up, and this is me fresh out of the shower. Y'all have seen me wash my hair so many times at this point. I just skipped forward right to the wet part again, examining, looking through, just seeing what all I have to deal with. You see, I'm not too happy about it, but I'm trying to figure out which way I want to part my hair. So usually I've been doing side parts, but I feel like that's been kind of doing something to my edges. So I'm going for this kind of middle part. And now you can see me here parting my hair into sections. I start in quadrants. Usually I used to do 2 at the top and then 2 in the back, like side by side. But as of late, I've been opting for a different parting style that helps me get through more quickly. And here I'm doing my second ponytail, and then you can see me dividing it into 2 halves, an upper half and a lower half, because I found that works better for me. So here we go. I have my tools. I have my spray bottle of water. I have my hair tie just to move hair out the way as needed, and my interlocking tool. Can't forget that. Also, I have this thread cutter or seam ripper that I didn't have to use this time around. I don't really like using it if I don't have to. Let's get started though. Got me a little snacky snack. I gotta stay nourished in this process, but I'm fast forwarding all the way through to the last quadrant of my hair. As you can see, or if you've known, I've done plenty of interlock videos in the past. My hair was a little bit shorter, a lot more detailed. Here's how the back's looking. It looks great. Like, it looks awesome. But this quadrant here is a little bit of my harder side, because looking at the side of my eye to interlock my hair is actually so difficult. Like, it just takes so much effort. And this right here is some webbing. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I didn't need to use a seam ripper to pop those. I just popped those with my fingers once I got to them. But here I'm refreshing my hair with water, and now I'm getting straight into a little bit of interlocking. Again, I've done this in so many other videos, so much more detailed, so much slower. So now I'm just kind of going through the first 3 that I'm maintaining, and I'm going to show you guys a few more. As I've told y'all in the past, I always go in through the side first and then down, because in most cases I finish downward, but I kind of take that into consideration as I'm maintaining my hair, especially here in the front. Sometimes I do a 3-point rotation instead of a 2-point rotation, because the locks on my edges are a little bit thicker, so I can afford that extra rotation just to make sure they look nice and manicured. And I just don't like to go too tight on my edges so that they maintain a healthy fullness. Here is my thickest lock. That lock is so thick because it was 2 very fine areas of my hair, and I just was not willing to have a broken patch right there. And you see I only do 2 rotations because it's so thick. Like, there's no 3rd rotation for that lock. But I'm going in with my crochet tool just to get in a little bit more fine tuning. I sped it up, but I'm going very slow. I'm being very careful to make sure that I'm not tearing my hair or pulling or scratching my scalp. But that is my thickest and biggest lock on my head, and I'm always very careful when maintaining it. So as I said before, you can see me here going through the side. I always go through the side and go down, through the side and go down, and sometimes my hair slips out of my tool because my hair is still very soft at the ends where my lock started as 2-strand twists, so it doesn't always stay in there quite firm and taut. But I move slow, I'm very patient. You saw it happen again, and that frustrates me at times, but it's all a part of the thing. I only do it every 8 weeks. You can see me there snagging a little bit of hair that's to be expected. And as you can see throughout this process, my parts are nowhere near perfect. I have no real pattern. It's mostly an irregular pattern, but these are do-it-yourself DIY maintained locks. I parted them myself, and I think that they look pretty good, you know, for a newbie doing their own hair. Here's me doing the last of my perimeter locks. Again, I like to go through the side, but when I'm doing the perimeter and the edges, I might go in a different direction so that the lock can lay in a different direction. So instead of going to the side towards my forehead, I went back towards my scalp and the rest of my head so that it could lay in a more presentable fashion for me, or exactly what I wanted. So here's me going through. You can see that I always make sure I'm not going through the same hole twice, going in opposite directions. I just have these few left, and I always make sure to double check to make sure I got as many rotations as possible, because I want this to last a long time. I don't like maintaining my hair or fiddling with it too much, manipulating it too much. So I always like to make sure I'm getting as many rotations as possible without being or creating any tension on my hair. Here are my last two, and I'm just always so excited when I get to the last two, because this is about 3 to 4 hours of my arms above my head, my eyes a little bit strained, and I stopped in the top this time instead of the perimeter like I usually end, because I need to give my eyes a break. You can see me here, very giddy, very excited to almost be through with this process. But again, always take my time, move slow, and make sure I can get the maximum amount of rotations without creating any tension or any irritation on my scalp. Here we are, all done. Your girl is happy. I'm excited. My scalp is exposed, but I am loving it. My hair is a little flat, a little stretched out, as you can see. You can see we got a little bit more length. It's moving. It's a little tight, but I'm not mad at it. You can see all of my little babies back there getting long and full. Just almost in disbelief that it looks so good, honestly. So now I'm going to show y'all what it looks like a few days later. This is about 4 to 5 days after the retie. Looking very nice, not too shabby for a few days. I've already told y'all before, I don't do much to my hair. That's why it looks like that. But I wanted to show you the shrinkage after you interlock your hair. Your hair locks a little differently. It doesn't bud, it bunches. So this is my hair a few days later, shrunken, and now I'm just refreshing it, adding some water, adding some oil, making sure I'm rubbing it all the way through, just making it feel a little bit more, you know, nice, and giving it some TLC. I like to go in heavy with water because I don't put water on it every single day. So at this point, it's pretty much 30% wet, and I'm rubbing it in, getting it on my scalp and all of my strands, all of my locks from the root to the base. Then I'm going in with my favorite oil. Y'all have seen this oil in my, that's my leave-in conditioner. I'm going in with my leave-in conditioner, hitting a few spots, making sure I'm smelling good, feeling good, refreshing my scalp. And then at the very end, I go in with my oil, but I'm always making sure to bring it all the way down from my scalp to the ends of my locks. At this point, I'm admiring the fact that I don't have braces anymore. So if y'all didn't check out that video already, go ahead and check that out on my channel. Excuse me for all of the faces I make during these videos, but when I'm digging in my hair, it's a little bit of a expressive inner child fun time for me. My hair has never been healthier. I love my hair like this, and I'm so grateful that I could achieve such beautiful locks. But that's it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Again, I appreciate you so much. Please like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you next time. Peace.